Is it true that they don't make them like they used to? Let's talk about Wild Turkey and what's different between this bottle from a few years ago and the current modern ones. This is a bottle of Wild Turkey 101 from back when it had Austin Nichols written on the label. This is Whiskey Bonded University. Wild Turkey as a brand was actually established by an old grocery store chain called Austin Nichols. You see it on this old bottle because it was before it was no longer owned by Austin Nichols. Austin Nichols gained a reputation for being able to pick fantastic bourbons and even established the Wild Turkey brand sometime in the 1950s. By 1971, they decided to go ahead and take a giant leap and bought and established a new distillery called the Wild Turkey Distillery. The distillery and Wild Turkey became owned by Austin Nichols until 2009, when the giant brand Campari bought them and took over production. And by 2014, Austin Nichols disappeared from the labels of Wild Turkey. These older bottles are highly desired by whiskey collectors and thought to be better. The old Wild Turkey 101 is definitely more robust and it's richer. It's got a thicker mouthfeel and better integrated spice notes. Wild Turkey is known for its spicy profile, but in this one, they meld better with some of the sweet, creamier notes, some of the richer notes. They're definitely there, but they don't stand out as a standalone note that dominates. There's definitely more oak influence and a longer finish on this older one. There are more notes of toffee, caramel, and cola present in this than there is in the new one. While the Wild Turkey 101 recipe hasn't changed since then, you can imagine that some things probably have changed. Say the rick house, the floor they were aged on, the way that they blend. There is some rumors that they blend in younger barrels into the new Wild Turkey 101 than they used in the old Wild Turkey 101, likely because of the increased need for production because of the popularity of bourbon in general and Wild Turkey specifically. Clearly, Wild Turkey 101 has evolved with time, as all things do, and Wild Turkey 101 currently is a huge value for what you pay to get that bottle that is regularly available. But if you get an opportunity to get your hands on one of these older bottles of Wild Turkey 101 that say Austin Nichols on it, you definitely should. Not only because it's fantastic for the price, but it's really, really cool to taste the difference between the old one and the new one and compare for yourself to see how much they've changed over time. Clearly, this was a Whiskey Bonded University with a little bit of education about Austin Nichols, Wild Turkey 101, and what's difference between then and now. Sometimes they don't make things like they used to. Not that the new one's bad, it's good. It's just different.